Hello, everyone. Welcome back. As you can see, today we're going to be playing Beacon Pines. Beacon Pines, as the developers call it, is a cute, creepy adventure set within a mysterious book where you sneak out late, make new friends, uncover hidden truths, and collect words that will change the course of fate. So I thought it would be nice to have a game like that because it could looked really cute. So let's go and discover together.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1.
Yes, that is absolutely true. As she's saying, this book is kind of like the stream, not only my stream but every other streamer's stream. It can only be made because you make it special. So thanks again for following us. Let's continue.
Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Man, the vibe already. It's looking so good. I was not expecting Luca to be walking inside the image of the book. Ooh, look at him go. Oh, look, he can hide. Hee hee. Okay, click. Ah, okay. So you can just play it by your keyboard, apparently. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died, and it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. You know, that kind of reminds me of a cartoon that I saw, like a, a film. It was the same thing, and like the dad was buried there apparently, but in actually the tree was the dad. It was kind of cool. Hey, Luca. I know I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you
Rollo
here.
finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom is gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rhoda. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. Aww. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, let's lead the way. La 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 la. Whee! Oh, nice. Achoo! Ooh. So I got a charm called Tickle. Okay, so a C for open.
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Okay. But I like to play some more. Achoo! I love the sneeze. Oh, I want to get rid of all the flowers. Oh, they come back. Boo. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They? Who? Shh. Not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. All right. I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're ready. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Okay, we need to tell Gran before heading out. Okay, we can get our mission in our backpack. I like the fact that everything is in the backpack, so it's clear that like nothing else is on the screen. Oh, what is this? Glasses. Oh, I can just look cool there. Okay. I kind of like this. Just something to chill and just have as a screensaver. If you want a screensaver, you can record it now, guys. So nice. Okay, let's head in.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
Yes.
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Some plural. Interesting. Okay, let's do upstairs first, I guess. I wasn't going to, but okay.
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
Aw, poor Luca.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in.
Closet? What?
Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Oh, some things. Okay. Look, I'm hiding. You can't see me. Dirty laundry, okay. This is my room, I guess.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater.
Ooh.
Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Nice. More charms. I want to lay in my bed. I want to jump on my bed.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because this is her side. Okay, I was wondering who's sleeping there.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Nice. Good old Gran. And that means I actually have the room for myself. Yay! Is there a way to run? Can we run? No. There's no running in this game.
Just some dusty knickknacks.
I like knickknacks. They are nice, those nice little cookies.
Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
Yeah.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though.
Aww. Ooh,
Gran
campfire.
had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Nice. I like the crackling of the fire. This is the type of game I really like. You guys remember Terra Nil, where I just let the game run and just enjoy the animals walking around and stuff, and just listening to the music and the sound of rain. This has the same feel, I think. Oh my god, it's so cool how he slides off. So nice.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with a day of the week.
Ew. Well organized. Hey, close the refrigerator. Okay, maybe not.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Dull scissors. How am I going to hurt myself when running with it? It's typical, like a kid just opening the refrigerator door, just letting the faucet run, and then like just making a fuss, making getting junk everywhere.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch.
A hutch? What's a hutch? Can anybody tell me what a hutch is?
Oh my! This
Wow.
is quite exciting! I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point.
Oh, turning point.
There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step
Okay.
forth, dear reader.
Step forth. Now what? Okay.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Such a nice garden. I want a garden like this. I want a granny who does that for me as well.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
I'm hiding. You can't see me. Well, if you wouldn't know I was there, you can almost, you can barely see me. Surprise!
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Okay, that's for Grants, not for me. I can just play around in the garden, making some noise, making a mess. Okay. Hey, Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
Brrr, that sounds. Gran raised an eyebrow. Okay, okay. The last, we were just gonna go for the day. Okay, so I do. C. Can I do C? Okay, we're gonna go hide for the day, chill, ponder. Yeah, of course, we're gonna chill. That's. If you say the other words, that doesn't fit inside the sentence. I'm just gonna go chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
Yeah. You guys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. That's a smart guy. Well, make sure you are done chilling in time for supper.
Easy.
Flawless victory.
Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess.
Yay!
That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Chronicle. Ooh. It's a tree. I love trees.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made.
Okay.
You can see the turning point which has been revealed.
Yes, the little
At
flower.
any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches.
Okay.
Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
Nice. Okay. Okay, let's go hide.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day. Hide?
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rollo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Aren't you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you guys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
Yay! But I wanna rewrite it because I wanna do chill.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
And
Best
just
lies are built on
okay. Let's just skip that. We had that already.
easy.
Okay, and we can continue. La 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 la. Oh, and look up. You and Rollo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. Get into trouble. It's so funny. Oh, you know what would have been nice if there was like a giant puddle of water here already? And it would grow every single time I come back. That would be cool. Can I go up now? Probably not. No, still not ready. Let's go. Can I go up there? Oh, you can go back. Yay! Achoo! Come on, come on! Woo! Dang it, Rollo. Ooh.
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You think? Oh, so I have two ways. Okay, I could follow him. Let's
The
check
road
this one.
leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring.
Ah,
A sort
boo.
of natural barrier for the impatient.
It's for the kids, so it's a nice way to stop you from going somewhere else. You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path. It's so funny.
Chapter
He walks
2.
backwards like that actually works.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established.
Okay.
Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered until the foul harvest and his sudden death.
The foul
In the
harvest?
6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Okay. My dear fellow members of town, today I achieved greatness. Thank you for voting for me. Can I talk to them? Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn. I can't talk now. Very busy with
Mayor
preparations.
Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, guys. How many times do I? It's Mayor Valen.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Okay. What? Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. So funny. Ooh. I like the way he's standing there. I am a cool guy, yes I am. Has anyone ever just stood somewhere just looking cool just because he could? Actually a good idea to do that. So nice you can talk to everyone. I want to talk to the kids. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. I'm sorry, Iggy, I can't. Do it, or we pawn ya. Yep. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be a freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. Okay, I was not expecting them to be bullies. Oh, right. Rollo's waiting up at the treehouse. Okay. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial
He pulled
Harvest.
a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we are going to be on a first name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be a part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here, in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If you were gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Ha 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 ha. Changing the world is intense. So, what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? Well, I guess if it's quick. Wonderful! Open the answering. A few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Okay. We're going already? Question 2. What's something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect! It's the only place I've lived. See? That wasn't so
He
painful.
stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. Okay. I like that, the fact that he walks away is kind of cool. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Yoo-hoo, Mr. Sinclair. Bah, don't you see I'm sleeping, boy? How's the napping today? Crummy as always. Used to have a perfect nice view from here. Till perennial harvest put that monstrosity of a building in the way. Why don't you just move your chair a bit? Why should I be the one that moves? If it's a showdown they want, I ain't gonna be the one who blinks. Oh my god. How stubborn can you get? Hi, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now. When I was your age, there was nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds perfect, alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolla away if I tried. Excellent! Sorry, Luca. I've gotta get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Okay. Oh shit, I forgot to walk backwards. Mission control. Authorized personnel only. So nice. I'm gonna... Oh, no. I want to discover stuff first. Can I sit here? No. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No biting this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keep me from falling asleep at the reel. Okay. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. Wow. Okay.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown. Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait. Luca tied a shoestring to the hook. What fish could resist a nice shoestring?
Nice shoestring. Oh my god. Can I fish? Eee. You'll have to reel it in a bit faster, okay? Or your catch will lose interest. Heh. Can I do it again?
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook. Good for skimming the surface.
Oh my god, there's actually a fishing game in. Oh my god, I got it. Yes! I got something. Well, always switched. It's your old rubber ducky. You were just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. Hehe. Whee! Here, little ducky. Aw, come on! I want to get my little ducky. Boo. Okay, let's try that again
Luca
with junk.
tied a shoestring. What fish could resist?
Come on, catch a shoe. I knew it! I knew it was a shoe! Because of the shoestring. Where do you think the other one is? Hard to say. Sometimes things drift away. That's not fair. No, it isn't. Well, wherever it is, I hope that other boot at least has a sock to keep it company. What the fuck? Awesome. Okay, I got that fixed.
Luca gently baited a feather. Good for skimming the.
Okay, I don't care. Unless I can catch something else. Let's see if I can catch something. I'm wondering if I can actually get the blanket full of junk. Yeah. Another. Okay, no, it's the same thing. Too bad. Okay. Let's talk to Dad. Looks like we could use some new bait. What do you say we head out and find some more? Yes. Okay. Would be cool that the little ducky would appeared here. Ah, okay. Hang on. I really want to get towards those, but yeah, I can't. Okay, let's go there, I guess.
The boys had a good thing going. As long as they kept old Jeff happy, they had an endless source of precious materials to add to the treehouse.
Who is Jeff? Hang on. I wanted to check out the garden first. Okay, there's nothing in the garden. Oh, so nice you can actually run in the water. Sweet. Getting nice and dirty. Gran will fix it later. Ooh, a rocket!
After Luca's father had passed, Rollo became obsessed with them building their own Hank atomic star scraper.
A star scraper.
It was some time before Luca realized it was Rollo's way of keeping him occupied.
Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, radio.
On certain nights, when the clouds were just right, the boys could tune into strange patterns of static. Rollo thinks it's aliens.
Yes. Haven't we all listened to the shh of the radio and think it would be like alien messages?
He always thinks it's aliens.
The minds of kids. Gotta love it.
Luca's winter coat decommissioned for the summer. With the cold holding out longer than usual, he reconsidered its usefulness.
Oh. Ooh,
Luca looked up at the satellite dish.
satellite dish.
Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Ooh.
While it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Ooh, nice. It's always nice to listen to the truckers. I like the car door. It's so cool. Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So, you know, the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place has been empty since the fall harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I'm just meant we could do some research at the library. You want to actually go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers? My mom's out there somewhere, and it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. You don't have to come, Rollo, if you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the kitchen coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault because my pa throttled me? Before my pop throttled me? This is a flaming chicken coop sort of deal. I've got your back. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! And he's gone. He's tired. I'm just catching my breath a bit. Go on, I'll catch up. Sucker. Ooh, coffee. Can I go get a... I want to grab a coffee. Can I grab a coffee?
Luca could see the morning regulars nestled in their booths at the Early Bean.
The Early Bean. I love that name. Ooh. Oh, Piper. Oh, hey, Luca. What's up? You know it's summer break, right? Of course. And it's like the morning? Correct. And you're studying? Like they say, the early bird gets the proper education required for a successful and fulfilling career later in life. Okay. Hey, Zariel. Hi, Luca. Could you please tell these lazy butts to help out in a cafe? Lumi, Zariel would like you. Luca, let me give you a little gem of advice. If you never do what you don't love, then you'll never work a day in your life. Whoa. You're really setting the kid up for success. Wow. Okay. Great life lessons. Hey, Mrs. Nelson. Morning, Luca. Any big plans for the summer? Not really. Heard anything about the old fertilizer warehouse? Any strange happenings? Can't say I have. Either way, a dusty old warehouse is no place for a young boy. You be safe now. You're talking to a kid, you know? It's never gonna happen.
Miss Hatch could often be found near the fountain, too absorbed in a book to be distracted.
The two wandered down the wooden path, unaware of the danger ahead. Oh, this is getting good. Wait, is she reading the book of Luca? Of Luca's adventure? Last Chance Diner. Okay. The Beacon. Okay.
Holden Wilder ran the local paper of record, the Beacon.
Hey, Mr. Wilder. Morning, Luca. What's the day have in store for you? I was wondering if you heard any news about news? The Beacon knows the news that needs knowing. Any news about the old fertilizer warehouse? Nope. Oh, Rollo thought he saw some lights there last night. Oh, Rollo thought oughta be careful poking around that part of town. The winds of change are blowing, and change is a dangerous animal. Okay. We have another charm. Luca! Just the fellow I was looking for. Oh, hey Roxy. What's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point. The first time where your charms will change the course of fate. And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well... Not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? Luca, wait up. I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rollo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rollo. Why are you doing that turning thing about with your body? What, you're not scared, are you? She's harmless and a chump. And she's right around the corner, isn't she? Dumbass. Awesome. Don't mind me, just over here lurking uselessly. Hey sis. Nice weather we're having, hey? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also, couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm gonna level with you. I'm sick and tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta put up the slack since the fall harvest. Almost every carrot I dug up is rotten, and the rest looks like they are hit with Hank Atomic's shrink array. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than puny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. I'm not gonna catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself. Okay.
Rollo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
Okay, in the past he found the best way to deal with an angry Roxy was to be a little... Okay, apparently I do only have one. So I can be chill. That's probably not the right answer.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining. I just want to take it easy. Let's leave tomorrow's problems for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rollo's problems have a way of becoming my problems. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oaf. Ah, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Plastic girl. Sharper Valentine, founder of Beacon Pines. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Indulgent. Okay. Hey, Salaman. Apologies, no time for chit chat. Okay.
Lucan knew that if he gave up now, he'd never hear the end of it from Rollo.
I wasn't going
Lucan
to.
knew
I
that he
never wasn't. I wasn't going to leave.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
I gotta say, I love the way they do the reading. Like there's a storyteller, so really cool. Looks like the library hasn't opened yet. I'll check back later. But there's still books outside. Weird. Luca boy. Luca boy. Hold up a tick. Oh, hey Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to... I just sold the last jar of your grandmother's preserves. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I'm actually... I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You just remind her that she still owes me that
A
dance.
promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Wow, dude. You're gonna traumatize the boy like that. No, 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 I was going to explore. Oh,
The
telephone.
phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
A phone booth. So old school. La 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 la. No, no, no.
The path
No,
led
no.
into a small hollow at the...
Oh no, turning back now. No, 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 no! I wanted to go back. Ah, Gaussian electrified fence. Is that
The
sign
fence
now new?
thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolla do if he was
Luca
here?
often asked himself what Rollo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing. Okay, let's go back because I
Lucan
was.
knew that if he gave
Ah, boo! I was gonna talk to that guy first. Ah, interesting. Okay, can go this way. Ooh. Oh. Yeah.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's
One
two.
more to go.
Yes. Let's take this can. Whoops. I'm a horrible throw. Yes.
The fence's buzzing gave way to
The silence. Okay, moment of truth. La 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 la. Zzz.
every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rollo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Is this a fall harvest? This purple gooey thing? Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rollo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around in here. Ah,
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid.
interesting. Fishy. Locked.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper?
The
Footsteps?
sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hide! Okay. It's an alien! Shit. What the fuck? So good. Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow.
It's an alien!
It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light.
This is a story about change.
This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal.
Yep, that's what the mayor said.
The end? I probably should have warned you about this.
Okay. That's not good. Okay, so gonna go.
There are many paths that
Okay.
our story can take. Most will end in tragedy. But don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay, so this is checked, or is it checked if it's used or something? Yeah, let's do this one. Rendezvous with Roxy. Yeah, I get it. To be a little shit. Okay.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. So cool. Sorry about that. Roller can get overexcited
Solomon
sometimes.
Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
I wind up a town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter. How are you doing? Me? Yes. With all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That's truly a shame. Your grandmother has taken residence to keep house? Yeah. And how's that going? We all must mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. Hmm. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Family issues.
Solomon
Solomon!
trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking over for you. Apologies, heiress. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You are a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on its ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. Whee! Boy's got too much of his father in him. No, I want to talk to that boy. I win. Little help. I am the champion. We were racing? Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changes around here? It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Caution, electrified fence. No, that's definitely new. Creepy. How are we gonna get around an electric fence? Don't worry, I've got this. Why did you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Roller, you're an idiot. Whoa, you're a genius. I think that did it. Luca, you never fail to impress.
As the glowing windows of the old warehouse came into view, Rollo began to bounce excitedly.
Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing two ace detectives are on the case. This is bizarre. This is awesome! Rumble! Hell yeah! Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt I did. Check out this bottle! That's not normal. And this hose! So excited. Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder. No dice. It won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in there. Why did all of this? Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure it isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo, it would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, Lady Luck. So what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold two phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank Atomic Communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. Oh, How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. It's an alien. There's nuclear waste on his suit. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't know what I saw. He's coming back. Get down. Oh my god, that's a corpse.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me that's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? Ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for
Rollo
clues.
felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of bag or something. Badge or something. What's it
Rollo
say?
held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. Oh my god, it's definitely a corpse. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Calm down. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I'm not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would be in here? Ah! Ah! I'm beginning to see the benefits of just a run for our lives plan. Right, we've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flaming chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolla get up to yesterday? Nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. Just sort of ran around a bit.
Bran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I'm not back by summers, there's a stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca, you left the icebox open yesterday. You're not made of money. We're not made of money, you know? Well, that was strange. Because that's what kids do. Okay, let's see if we can figure something out. Can we do something here? No, let's get la 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 la.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Oh, that's from Grandma's closet. Hello? Is anyone there? Is there aliens in my house? The hell? Oh, okay. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? Strange. Okay. The fuck? That must be Rollo. Coming! Coming! Oh, hi, Roxy. If this is about accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Ooh. Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Deepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood? If he's alive, I am going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he
Luca's
said?
mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You just stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
But Granny said, Raulo, where are you? We must investigate. Must find Rollo. Run, 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 run to town. Hey kid. Hey bird. Have you seen Rollo? Nope. Thought I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Okay. They boxed him in. Oh no, not another question. No. Can I go this way? No, I can't. Can I go into the Harvest Hotel? No. I really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi. Roxy needs our help. Yeah, well, good intentions don't qualify as a legal tender. Okay. Arg, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolla always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. So now I wonder, is it actually Weepwood? Yeah, it is Weepwood. So what was my quest again? Check the library, okay. I like the fact that it kind of changes for the festival bit by bit. Library.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Okay.
Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy, doubt it's even edible.
Well, hello. Thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, hey Kragnar! Hello. How are you doing?
A peek behind the curtain.
Welcome. I'm playing Beacon Pines, a cute little story about. Nice. I'm playing a story in a magical book where you can change the outcome of different events. Yeah, nice. Thanks, man.
The Methods and Ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu.
The Methods and Ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. Okay.
One of the greatest acting minds of our time. By Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Difficult
Oh, the
books.
cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Okay. Come on, Luca, why are you checking
There were
this?
rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. I like the fact that there's so many
Phosphorescence.
books. More like my complete loss of interest.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Oh, jeez. Boring.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Ooh.
Most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs.
Hank Atomic. Hell yeah. Can I read one? Aw, come on, I want to read one. I love Hank Atomic. Hey, Chase. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rolla come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rolla's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me, you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet. Nice.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Ooh. Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title. Introduction to Melitology.
Melitology? What? Ahem. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful book world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Ooh, nice. So these little things are charms, and I can use those to change the course of, well, the story. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him. Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Oh my god. Not more puns, please. What sort of monster puts candy behind the locked door? Oh, yeah. Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? Now what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You're new here? Yep. Not by
Beck's
choice.
family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? So I guess so. Like missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. La 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 la. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep. Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, so that's kinda like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Ooh. The name's Beck. Pleased to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Yay, friends! Okay, can we talk to him now? Yes. I wanted to talk to him so long. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because he's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm or something? What's to say? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would you? Of course. Ooh, there's a beehive. Hey.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
Oh, that's strange. Oh, can I go this way? Yes, I can. Ooh. But first, let's go back to the creepy forest, where I lost my good friend. Ah! Dang, they boarded up the way in. Can I maybe go around? Let's try and find another way in. Ooh, toxic sludge.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood.
What?
First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool!
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Oh, yeah, it seems dangerous. Ah, the bullies are here. Hey, Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this, guys. This right now, Iggy. Aight, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello, I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you this one, and on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ha 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 ha. Well, look who's growing a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Okay, so basically I have the option of choosing a few things. And I can choose to tickle or strange. I think I will go strange for now. Maybe I'll discuss Tish or whatever, the other one. Because I don't think tickling is gonna work, so I'll do strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. That actually works in real life too. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel in packs, hut dud.
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah! Yes.
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
Uh-oh, she's gonna transform. You jerk, my clothes are ruined, I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Struggle. I don't feel so good. I'm sorry, I just... Oh shit. Yup. Oh no, we've created a monster. Wow, that was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing's about this seems
The
okay.
person at the warehouse, this strange ooze, and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. So hopefully Rollo did not jump in or fall into the mud. Well, the glowing ooze. Because otherwise maybe he turned into a monster. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know. I am starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry around along before you get lost yourself. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She she was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe.
Ah.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown.
Yeah.
Chapter 4.
You shouldn't have left home, man. You know you're not allowed to.
Our harvest awaits.
Our harvest?
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran, I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? Are you here? Are you here? No? Not in the fire? Okay. She's probably in the garden, but let's go look upstairs. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I just helped looking for Rollo. Door's locked. Door's also locked. Maybe she's sleeping.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Yes, we can sleep on the bed.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. Why don't you grab me some nice bait? Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad, I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Wow. Such a nightmare.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca? Rollo, is that you? Luca! There! Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen. I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? It was took me to some sort of I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in for now at least. Mr. Curry said you made it back home safe. No, trust. He's. Hold on, someone's
The signal
coming.
went silent.
The entire town is against us. Rollo? Rollo, where are
Luca
you?
held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear
Rollo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to the treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a
Luca
genius.
grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Ooh, so nice at night. How's the flowers up here at night? Oh, I can't go up there. Aw, I want to sneeze again. No.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching.
Uh-oh.
He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Run! I knew it. So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original
Mr.
plan.
Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Okay, refuse. Okay. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after a festival. Talking about a conspiracy. Cran? Why are you meeting with Mr. Fratelli and Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. Ah! Damn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Uh, time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? Uh, she got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seemed. She was either furious or terrified, or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm gonna stick out here for a bit longer. See ya, Luca. Look at him go. Ooh, I like the sound. Yep, looking cool as always. No time to talk. I'd better hurry up to the treehouse. Oh yeah, the treehouse is the other way. Okay, nobody's seeing me. Oh, okay. Can I sit here? Ah, no, I'm not gonna do that again. Okay, let's get up to the treehouse. Try the radio. Oh yeah, hook up the radio to to the antenna. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? What the who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I am a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your
Luca
fault.
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever. Well, that's the life of a bully, I guess. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Deep Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Oh shit. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? These perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it is different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap! They found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Okay. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with a creepy knob cracked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC.
MCDC. Massive case of destructive? I don't know.
The Mission Control Defense
Mission
Cannon.
Control Defense Cannon. Okay, that's better.
From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave all of us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. I'm so sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honking big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie! That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
His grip tightened on the MCDC.
MCDC. What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, Chucks, look out. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is pretty safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite of a pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. La 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 la.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna choose fight if I had different options.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left.
Fight.
Fight.
Mortal
He swung
Kombat.
the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Plop. Plunger to the face. Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sent his regards. Funny. It's so funny. Hi. That was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
Ah, boo.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
Yeah, you didn't give me a
Let's
choice.
pretend this for now.
Okay. So as you can see, I have a small tree here, and I have a couple of options. So every time it's marked for, let's say, rendezvous with Roxy, I had two options. I could take chill or shit. Chill, I was like trying to be a nice boy against the bully sister. Not really a bully, but she was annoyed. Or I could be a bit of a shit and hit her in kick her in her knee or something. The second was a good one. So I finished this one. I finished that one. Because of choosing change here, I lost my friend, and then we got the entire story here. So I think I'm going to go. Maybe I can go to hazardous hectoring. Maybe I can tickle the girl so she doesn't fall into the water. Maybe that helps. Or I could just go to here and do the struggle with the warehouse monster, which is basically a guy in a hazmat suit, but whatever. So let's go here first. So I'm gonna tickle the girl.
Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yep. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yep. Hey up. Hey up.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Hey up,
Beck
hey up,
redoubled
hey up.
her efforts until Tish finally had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening
Iggy's
us.
eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
Hehe, sucker. I just remembered. I have somewhere to go. See you around, new
Iggy
kid.
kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Oh no. Oh no. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little
Beck
ooze in
shook
your
the
hair.
ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh God! She got older.
Chapter 4.
Older looking, anyways.
The best policy.
That's
Luca
a lot
paused
better.
for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Okay, good. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a
Roxy
panic?
and Fitz looked drained.
So Roxy, the big girl, is the sister of Rollo that we're trying to find.
It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. Don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Look, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling.
Yep.
But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In
time.
a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I were just playing in the Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was there in a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, probably a corpse. And I think it was a body. And so we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Whoa, just
Roxy,
whoa.
still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I
Roxy
promise.
drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I wanna help. It's too dangerous for a kid. I can just sit around. I have to do
Roxy
something.
tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a
Luca
plan?
wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What options do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than
Looking
normal.
into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Okay. So let's head to our
Mr.
treehouse.
Nuncree jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing is a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boys' antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncree gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there's something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncree. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a there was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
There
Okay.
was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If
Oh.
Mr. Nuncree was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncree raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he was missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first, we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. The big dude kind of looks to be the same size and weight as this guy, so he might be the one in the suit. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking on someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said
A
that.
deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
See, he's gonna kill us. Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep
Luca
you
attempted
safe.
to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns just can't help yourself, can you? We were so close to being done with this. Oh, so basically the father and the mother got killed because of they found something out, maybe?
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my
The door
hands
latched
now.
shut with a mechanical hiss.
It's a way down. Shit.
As
The
Luca
end.
pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule, plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Damn.
No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
Nice. That's so cool. Okay, so basically I did need to do the struggle here. Because that's the only option I have not done. I thought like the struggle would be the same thing or even worse than the change that I used. But yeah, like as you can see, that it's a fat guy, so I immediately knew that it was him. Okay, so this is a story about struggle.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby.
I love this.
He felt around
It's
wildly,
really good.
searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
Ooh.
With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3.
Nice.
Everything's fine.
Everything's
The next
fine.
morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you do? You and Rolla get up to? Rolla had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the bag and wag, and another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, Mr. Nuncreed? He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Just because I can, guys. She was complaining about me opening the fridge and letting it open. I'm gonna do that again every single time. Okay. So the jam is on the other side. Okay. Or is that the jam? No. Ah, she's making a phone call again. I thought she was gonna turn off the faucet. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposal. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Ah, there you are. Rollo! Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies. What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I've gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up later. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about this here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is, what you speak of. Sigh, meet me at the mission control. Right, that, Space Cadet. Can I play now? Yes, I can. Come on, come on. Oh, no sneezing now? Okay. Ah, but I wanted to do everything. Okay, never mind. Let's deliver our stuff. Yes. Okay, so we need to deliver. Was it at the diner? So you have to go onto the back of the diner. Got. Okay. Hi. Hey. Oh. Nope. Do I have to go to the front? No. Okay, let's see. Quests. Deliver jam to Mr. Nuncreed. Maybe I need to do it in order. Fratelli and Tolliver. Mr. Nuncreed is the candy store owner. Hey, hello. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish the batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. Okay, so we got that one. And the next one is Mrs. Fratelli. I don't know where she is. Is it this one? No? Yeah, that's not Mrs. Fratelli, I think. Or is it? No. I forgot. Are you Mrs. Fratelli? Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Okay. What was the other? Mr. Tolliver. I can't remember who's who. Okay, that's Mr. Wilder.
Valentine.
Harris
Oldest
Valentine.
of Sharper Valentines had a way of making questions seem like demand. Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that's the news of the day, but there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future rather than any one family in particular. There was the time, Wilder, when the goings on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the permission this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Okay. Oh, is it this way? Oh, I wasn't here before. Last Chance Diner. That kind of sounds apocalyptic. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
Dawn. They got you on a jam delivery, huh? Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building? You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say it quite yet. Still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me on the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest. And the other is working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent a Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as its town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Hello, I got some jam for you. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you!
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
My good little boy. You're all skins and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mom how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. Ooh. See the picture over here? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Sigh, the whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Break, okay. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from
Luca
her son.
shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see
Mrs.
her.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Yes, take the jam, it's heavy. Oh, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your grand hello for my Luca. For me, Luca. Will do. You know that jam? I'm pretty sure it's not jam. It's probably the nuclear waste that they're, I don't know, giving people. Maybe they're experimenting with it. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm pretty sure there's something is wrong with the jam.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
I want to see a picture. Ah, even better. Oh, look at how cute. Little Luca. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's all up to us to feed these people. while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Hello. Hi, Araxi. Luca? I'm helping. Whoa, hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, my lord. What did you say? Chicken. Chicken with bacon on top. Nice. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Okay, nice. Hello. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. There's plenty of time for fun. For instance, father and I always make time to have lunch together once a
Luca
month.
glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? No, no, it turns out father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Oh, the silver lining is without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Cold cuts, sloppy chili, okay. I don't know what cold cuts are, but okay. What are cold cuts? Something like this, maybe? And sloppy chili. That looks like chili. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Gadzooks, they've shrunk the waitstaff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will you? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. Okay, so sweet tooth and then cactus. You're an idiot, but okay. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Ha! Now that's a burger with bites. Okay. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Run out as in run out? Okay. Nice. Can I go in the back here? No. Okay, so I need to go to Mr. Tolliver, and I kind of forgot who that was. So I'm gonna have to run everywhere. Oh no, isn't this one? If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make an opening speech at the festival. Being mager and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mager or for public speaking? Both, I assume. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Okay, now let's go to Tolliver. Tolliver was an older guy, so I need to check it out. It's not this one, I think. No. Maybe I need to go back. Maybe I can ask. Is it this? No, it's not this one, I think. The pig is not moving because he had like a good viewing point, and now they put like a hotel or whatever it is in front, and he's refusing to move. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles there. They've gone missing. I thought they jumped, just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca, even
Luca
beetles.
checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? Okay, Mr. Tolliver. That's not him. Oh, hang on. Ah, I've never been here before. That's Mr. Tolliver. Yes.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello.
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, no
He
matter.
leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to
He
give you.
leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah. These ones on top. She wrote your name on
Mr.
them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Oh, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this
He
jam
reached
to me.
forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. This is my last delivery. Can I just leave the basket here with you? Of course. Of
He
course.
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. This is that guy should learn how to lie. Hey you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, what is your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nelly, and this is Iluna. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never thought we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, one down, 4 to go now. What Nelly means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. So fun. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but all they can be a bit much to sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on the whole friend thing. Great, see you there. Okay, first I want to go down here, see if I can discover something else. Melon kicker. Yes! I knew it! Play that funky music. Nice achievement. I like the fact that you can actually discover things. I got a. This is the first secret that I got. The rest I got normally. Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, it's really cool. Do, 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 do. Who are you? How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know. Somewhere cold. How do you keep somewhere? How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. History museum. Okay. So that's the museum. A Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund.
Okay. Good to know the history. That was unhelpful. It is really nice that they put it in the game though. Let's head to the big creepy mansion. So, who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years ago. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in this huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So, it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died, before the fall harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this fall harvest thing, and you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. La 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 la. Ooh. Looks like a groundskeeper's little house. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? Hey, you looked like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simple as possible. You eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can
Took a
handle
long
that.
breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you live? Where do you live? I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of town. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at a fertilizer plant 6 years back. Yes, accident. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into
Ilona
dinner.
nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We weren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it is your favorite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
They're in on it too. No, it's fine. So Beck said you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We were here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Ah, yeah, okay, because the other guy got killed. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the
Luca
ground.
glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dreams. You swore you
Beck
didn't.
slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dinner? Dessert. I actually have to meet my friend Rollo
Luca
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around
Luca
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up! I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rollo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rollo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a 5 minutes break and I'll meet you back here to discover what we can do later. Okay, we're back. Thank you for waiting. Um, so I would like to say, let's see what we can do here. Okay, we can. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above him began to rumble or break. Break is like a storm, like rain coming down, and rumble. It's like an ominous sound. I don't know. Let's go for break.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night.
Oh, break like that.
Moonlight
Okay.
filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure. You can meet Rollo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about.
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him about what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you about both. I'll tell you both about what happened. Heck yeah.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gates, Looming mansion? Rich, reclusive owners? It even smells
Beck
shady.
grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Well, mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. I will relieve your secrets to me. You will reveal your secrets to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide! That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Whoa, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat-out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
I knew it. I knew it. Actually, at first I thought it was the other one, but yes, I was a second option.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing
Gran
suspicion.
gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared.
The plot thickens.
Chapter 5.
As I said, everyone's into it. Like the entire village is... No, not the entire village, but a lot of the adults.
What big ears you have.
What big ears you have,
Luca
okay.
sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared at the old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Why, gran? Why? Ooh.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Oh, okay. So it used to be open, hey? Glowing mushrooms. Cool. Okay. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, you're not
The
worried.
clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms
What?
crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need working, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you'll just sign here, acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul
The
as well?
Clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha, ha, ha. Hello. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. So I can't wait. Maybe they're aliens and all these aliens need to drink the same drink. Oh, can I go here now? No. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further from here. So, what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy, he's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fall harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fall harvest thing is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. Just, there used to be a fertilizer company called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Okay, big deal for fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. As Valentine grew and grew, Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yes. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crap shoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yes, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. Yeah, okay. We'd better get going. And that's when they installed the elevator and stuff. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission
Rollo
Control.
waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks! Hey Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yes? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh, nice. So cool. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Ooh. Rollo. Oh. Oh, I get it. Nice. Oh, my lord. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were you doing there? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe there were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man? They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let me go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way back, on our way here, Beck and I saw Harris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat
Noah let
suit.
out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this right. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town, and their leader is your gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? Well, maybe the jam isn't jam, guys? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. Uh-oh. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way, but are we sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying, it sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family, but you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something, and Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole thing about hiding something. I guess you're right. Grant's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count on me.
Chapter 6.
Interesting. Interesting.
Secret lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? Always his favorite sweater. Coming! Rollo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head? Oh, this! It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. That confidence. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps the fire going every day, Rollo. Drat! It might already be too late. Just think of the amounts of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice. It's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she's always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the ladder.
A look of realization crept onto
I
Luca's
can't reach
face.
the latch.
All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
The water is still running and the fridge is still open. Job well done. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall
Before he
proceed
could
with...
finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold it. Hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, let's break everything. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random
As
teacup
Beth
and...
pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The
Seriously?
entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Oh my god! Seems like Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Oh my god. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow! Yeah, this is cannot be. You need to look. You need to look around before jumping to conclusions.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
His dad. What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a
Luca
doctor?
nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Well, let me help.
Willow swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means,
He stopped
proceed.
at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ahem. Here we go. Follow-up examinations of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from
Nola
Joseph.
looked up with heightened surprise.
Oh, see, creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Willow's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to his this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something
Willow
else?
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. The disease, or whatever it is, progresses too fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own
Luca,
hands.
staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Willow
next?
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be
Luca
more.
frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetic, right? I see. What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is
Luca
bullshit.
slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mrs. Nuncraid has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Harris has a question mark that has been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's like who they can trust or whatnot. I need to train. I need to train. Okay, sorry. It's kind of fun. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your gram making? Oh my god, are they gonna... Oh, they're gonna burn the entire town down? During the festival? Oh my god. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out.
Casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam. He smacked his lips.
Huckleberries. A hint of brown sugar and ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jam gram. It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Spark Plug is a go. Yeah, they're gonna burn everything down. Spark Plug, I mean. Aw man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Show us. Cool. This looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance of town, and if we follow
Rollo carefully
it,
traced the path with his finger.
it leads right
He jabbed down
to
at the end point.
town square. That's a fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide a treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over here. So it's not hiding treasure, and a real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival! Gulp. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival! Not if we stop her. Uh-oh. Oh shit, we can't run away.
Luca looked up from the map.
What was that? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Oh my god.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
We're gonna get killed.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
And then the light turns on.
A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Chest.
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone
From
there?
the dark corner, they saw something move.
Yup, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome! Wait, did you just kill that
Luca
person?
scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground, pressing his fingers to the man's neck. He sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked
As
out
Beck
cold.
flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver?
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
The interrogation. Little kids interrogating a grown-up.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They run the classic good cop, bad cop or interrogation. Good cop, chill cop? What?
They'd run the classic
that's not gonna work.
good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of here and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust
Mr.
you?
Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No? And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah? So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town, an archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes,
Luca gestured to the corner.
barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an
Luca looked
explanation.
again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
Idiot.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This'll all make
He
sense
edged
in time.
imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past
Before the
indeed.
kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be
He
brought to
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
light. Son of a...
To the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He's just locked us
Mr.
down here.
Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the
They
adults
looked
handle this.
bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. The end.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end.
Ah, boo.
Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement.
Duh.
Back to the drawing board.
Okay. So... I finished all that. I can only... Yeah, I can start from here again. I was so far into the story. Okay, let's do rumble. The clouds above began to rumble. I was actually going to choose that because I thought that would make it... I thought the rumble was the rumbling, not like raining. And I thought break would be raining, but break would be a better thing. But yeah, let's do
Luca
rumble.
began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above
Ominous
began to
thunder.
rumble with ominous thunder.
Ooh. You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks off?
Luca surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe I should stay here and I'll just make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Yes, that's what I was expecting. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch cold. Luca and Ellie will keep trying to reach your gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. The boxes actually say things, clothes. Something about Beck.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
This looks weird, wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his
Ew.
sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I
Beck
know.
looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts, fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. She seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech over
Luca
compensation.
flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca
Flowers.
bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers.
Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Ooh, pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walter and all the Fairview Condors. Okay. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yes. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you've moved a lot? Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them at all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you feel? How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. One thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something. Anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me that it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Ah! Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. 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 Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Bah!
Dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Beck brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Whoa. I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Nice.
Chapter 5. Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone, not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
I'm gonna check for a second where I'm gonna be able to change something. No, I'm not. Okay. Hey Don, tracking down a lead. You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age, who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep. Or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find out all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source. Look up. Interesting. Poor Solomon. Okay, town looks really quiet now. No one around. Interesting. What? She's still reading in the middle of the night? He met his old friend's eyes and was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! This is no time for fractured friendships? Is there somebody in the back? I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Okay. You do not dilly-dally. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just looking up for the night, sir. Locking up. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, right? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good. Then it is decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. They're still gonna harvest the people. That's what all this harvest is all about. Old Pickle's Pond. Pickler's Pond. Rollo, are you still up here? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take you all day to deliver some jam. No, the storm rolled in out of nowhere and I got stuck after dinner at
Luca
Beck's.
stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be fun surprise, but you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I do, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble because waiting so late for you. But I kept my word because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad
Rolo's
friend.
tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa is right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa is still
The words
around.
hung in the cold night air. Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Aww. There goes the friendship. But like a good friendship, it never lasts long. I mean the fights.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Ah, a ball. Nice. I can kick it. Rollo, what a jerk. Can I kick it even more? Yeah. Call me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Can I kick it to the other room? That would be great. Probably not. Gonna try and kick it into the hallway. No, it's not working that way. Nope, it's not letting me. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Aww. Luca,
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
you slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. He's gonna blow up, that's for sure. Can I go outside now? Okay. Can I write him a letter now? Can I do something else? Can I get into bed again? Okay.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think I'd do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Ah. Well, maybe you should confront the situation. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyways. Ah, there we are. Picture book.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first
Luca
volume.
carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca, another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Moodwill. She said you met yesterday. What did you say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told you weren't taking visitors today. Oh, she seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolla, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table in case you want to buy it before
Without
bedtime.
realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source. Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
Yes, it soon will be.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older,
Wow.
worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolla fought about doesn't matter. But he
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
fights between friends happen. What what was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Hmm. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept! Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolla,
Luca
doesn't it?
gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that. What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Get some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luca. Love you too.
Luca took a deep breath. Chapter 6. Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay, and with that, I think I am going to stand here and look cool, and the rest will be for next time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I really like it. So far, it's been nice. It's been also very interesting story-wise. Like you're developing, you're getting into a story, you're getting some reveals here and there, and then you have to go back. And every time you go back, the story is completely different, which is good. So there's not too much repetition. I really love it. So I think normally next time I should do about 3 or 4 hours as well, and I think we will be able to finish the complete game. So I'm thinking of doing that on Sunday. So yeah, keep an eye out on that, and I hope to see you then. And I would like to say take care. Thank you for joining, and have a nice day. Bye bye.